Listen, today I'm going to do two things. I'm not going to say I'm not fried.
True.
Even though I did last night stay up late to go look at a meteor shower.
Holy shit. How was that?
It was pretty tight. I saw some lights in the sky, and I had a little tear fall out my eye. Yes, I cried at the sight of the cosmos.
Ay.
The sight of the cosmos.
Hold up.
Hey.
Hey.
So that happened.
That's fire.
Right. So I saw the meteor shower. I had to drive outside of the city limits. And then I got stuck on the Grapevine
Damn.
at like 1:30.
Wait, did you do this by yourself or did you go with squad?
I didn't have a squad. I had a road dog. I had one road dog.
Road dog, like one homie or like an actual dog?
Not a dog, a human.
Oh,
a
a human?
being.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a human person with me.
Fire.
And we went and looked at the stars. And it was like
That's
the
really
driving
cool.
portion was... Here's the cool thing about it. This is what I love to do. Me personally, and all my traveling, what I love more than anything else is to get in the car and drive out of the city. It feels so much better than getting on a plane and flying to wherever.
Said location.
Flying to Paris. When you're in Paris, it's great, but flying there is like whatever. But driving out of LA, I can just feel the weight
tension
being lifted. Yeah.
Oh my God. No, I 100% agree.
Right? It's just like the further you go, if the more it evaporates, and then you're in like uncharted territory, and you can say like on a plane, you can't be like, let's pull over and get some of this weird beef jerky and buy a t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%. You
Cannot-
can't.
you can't.
Shitty little trucker hat, you know?
Yeah. And then also we were in a part of the city where there was no light because you have to get away from the light pollution so you can see the fucking meteor showers. Because I'm a big time astronomist.
Are you?
No,
No.
I don't know. I don't know anything about astronomy. But
No, I love looking at the sky. I
look at
love
the sky.
The nighttime sky that shit hits.
it hits. I mean,
I,
right.
I went to a long time ago. I went to this like Native American reserve in Arizona where it was like an old river that had dried up, and there was just two giant mountains and just like kind of like a ravine in the center, and there was zero light pollution, and it was so dark that you could quite literally see the Milky Way. And like, I don't know, you just don't get that in the city. And I feel like sometimes I look at that and I'm like, that is so much more valuable having this every night than just like being in the world of convenience.
Yeah, just looking at like a gray purple wash of color in the sky that never gets actually black. So you saw the Milky Way. Were you solo dolo or did you have a partner?
I was with some family.
Oh, you were with family.
Yeah, I was with my dad, my Oma, and my sister.
Okay, good. Because I was about to make a joke about the Milky Way and cum, but it doesn't really work if you're with the fam.
Just shoot one in the air to add to the crustaceans.
Hey, Dad. Yeah. He's like, right. Way to go, son. Yeah. So, but you know, the last show I realized that every time 9 times out of 10 I get on the show, I'm complaining about either the fact that I'm very tired or the fact that the world's ending, and I'm going to do neither.
100%.
As a matter of fact, I'm chock full of
have a
energy.
coffee?
I have a matcha with a shot.
Oh, matcha with a shot of
Matcha
espresso?
with a shot, baby.
That's my shit.
Matcha with a shot.
No, that's my shit.
The
Oh
matcha
my
who
gosh.
shot you?
Yes, bro.
That's
such
the
a good
biggie.
drink.
The Biggie Smalls. The who shot you matcha. You know what I mean? I just made that up. I don't know if that's a thing. From now on, this is the biggie, Kat. When I say I need a Biggie Smalls, I know she knows what I need before I do.
We have like a little set list going on this time around. Like we're coming prepared, and I just want to apologize to like all the viewers. Like it's very easy to get distracted and just kind of ramble on into a whole bunch of nothing.
We already
started. No,
we're
I'm
in
like
the
literally
cosmos.
kind of.
We're like,
already in Starlight.
Yo, have you noticed how the Little Dipper is like kind of bigger than the Big Dipper and the Sagittarius constellation? Yeah,
Have you ever noticed how stars twinkle?
Damn.
Look at the nice guy and get humble. You're like, nah, dude.
Nah, B.
All right.
Flecks of dust in the wind. Matter. DNA. Stardust. Cosmos.
Crunchy cinnamon toast quench.
Folk music. So anyways.
Natural.
Yes, we had
Butts.
a pre-production show with Juliano, which is a rarity in the history of this pod. We've done, how many pre-production shows have we done? We used to actually have heavy ones with Maddie. We really tried, we overly, actually, when I first started the show, we had such grand schemes and high hopes that we were overly producing the show. And we had our neighbor, who's a production designer, shout out Andrea, Andrea, and she basically like did the set, and then she came on. Her friend was a makeup person. Her friend was giving me haircuts on the show. We had an iguana, and I would actually have themes for the show. We had an iguana. My neighbor came by with an iguana. Another show I had it all lit with candles. So sometimes we would actually put some effort into it, and then you realize that like nobody gives a fuck about what it looks like, because all podcast sets are disgusting. They are terrible. It's like every podcast set is either like some really fucking retarded man cave like from hell, or it's like a 12-year-old like kid's dream of like what their bedroom looks like. It's either one or the other, or it's just
like,
flat.
You know, just like soundproofing panels with like one shitty neon sign in the back.
One shitty neon sign. Yeah. Or it's like the barstool offices, whatever that is, which I don't really watch. I don't watch a lot of barstool content, but it's on my radar.
Yeah, it is.
Is Barstool?
I think it's on everyone's radar.
It is. Are you aware? Is it? I mean, I'm aware.
I'm a big fan of Barstool. Also, a really big fan of Caleb Presley.
Who's that?
He's like the guy who does like a lot of Barstool interviews. He has like long blonde.
Oh, he's
hair.
great.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
He's very deadpan.
Yeah, very deadpan. Makes things awkward. He has like that one other co-host that's like also just really good comedic relief. He actually DM'd me and wants me to do a video for his tequila line. I'm so sorry I haven't filmed that video yet.
Caleb, we're on it.
We're on it. It's in my trunk.
Yeah.
I like refuse to open the bottle until I like make the video. But he has a peanut butter tequila company.
Oh yeah, of course he does. Yeah,
it looks tasty.
We need peanut butter tequila. Absolutely.
Yeah.
My whole life I've been like, if I was to drink again, that would be the reason to come back out of retirement. Would be peanut butter tequila. Is it good?
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I refuse to open the bottle until I film with it.
Until you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Should we? What's your concept for filming? We're getting so distracted.
I know we're getting so distracted because we have to go into current events. But I'll tell you, I had 2 funny ideas. Shit! All right. So bad at this. No, I came in today. I was like, I'm about to be locked in. I come in here, dude, the stars are sick.
Our ADD is just like... Our ADD joins forces. Bad. We're like, dude, there's a butterfly in the other room. Let's get out of here.
No, I know. Do you smell that? Oh, dude, it smells great. No, so I have one idea I thought would be funny was to just like go up and do like a food review kind of vibe, and then say like, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have this amazing peanut butter tequila. So for what we're going to be doing today is we're going to try and shove this in my filmer's butt. And then look in the camera and just get super like angry almost, and then just chase the person recording me, pretending I'm going to shove a bottle of tequila in their ass.
And that's what you're going to hand over to Caleb Presley?
No. I was going to hand it over to Caleb Presley. I was going to use his product and do that to a random person.
Right.
So that's so fucked up.
No, but that's the content you're going to hand to him. He's like, here's $75,000 for 60 seconds. You're like, here, I'm going to shove this bottle up someone's ass.
Yeah, I'm going to just like chase someone to shove it in their butt. And he was like, yeah, maybe not. And then, so... What? I guess what I'm just going to do is...
Why does that guy have a tequila company?
I don't know. It's a very interesting route to take. I just didn't expect it, you know, but it's probably a great product. I don't know. I haven't yet to try it, but probably am just going to end up trying to charm the fuck out of some girl and just hold that shit. And I don't know. I'll just riff and it just ends up working.
It always ends up working. It goes your way.
Maybe we can fuck around and...
Yeah, I would love to support your tequila, peanut butter tequila ventures. We should just get a folding table and hand out shots to kids outside and see what happens.
Yeah, that would be so great.
Just bankrupt his company in the first minute. Yeah, underage drinking, fucking minors dying, running into traffic, peanut butter tequila.
I mean, set up a little like a lemon stand kind of vibe, just right outside of an elementary school.
Yeah. We've run out of flavors, by the way, because peanut butter tequila. When did peanut butter ever enter the world of liquid? Like,
no, that's insane.
We've hit the wall. Like,
it's a lot better than you would think too. Like, I remember the first time I had peanut butter whiskey, I was like, wow, this is
that's a thing.
That's a real thing.
Oh, peanut butter whiskey.
One of my boys loves peanut butter whiskey, and I like at the thought of it, you hear that, you're like, that just doesn't mix. That just doesn't go well together. But then you try it and you're like, fuck, this is actually kind of nice.
Do you know that they put flavoring in drugs too? Like there's grape Coke, shit like that.
I've heard of like watermelon flavored cocaine.
Yeah.
Wait, flavored what?
Coke.
Watermelon
cocaine.
flavored Coke, yeah.
Yeah, so when you get the drip, you're like, it's like a Skittle.
And ecstasy.
Just another element of shit that's just not supposed to be in your body, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucking hate the drip. It tastes like battery acid and fucking
bad
decisions.
But you know it's good. It's when the drip hits, you're like, yeah.
I've only done cocaine twice. Hated it both times.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Good on you. You don't need to.
I don't like man-made shit. I like marijuana though. I'm a big fan of marijuana.
You're a big weed head.
I don't want to say weed head.
You want? There's some weed here. Do you want it?
I'll take it.
Yeah,
But
it's
smoke
just-
now. I think I'm good. I don't like smoking weed in the
you don't
daytime.
smoke it now, but it's just here because I was like helping my friend with some packaging, and it's been here. You can have it. I don't.
Oh, I'd love to take that.
Sure, it's all
Thank
yours.
you. For
Yeah, of
the
course.
refreshments.
Of course, anytime. I hope it's not. Hope it's not too. Again, God damn it. We can't.
I know we can't.
It's impossible.
I still want to go too. That's
I wonder.
the fucked off part.
I wonder if I wonder if the mark of a good podcaster is all it is. Like, because we're all the same. We're all insane and like ADD'd out, right? I'm assuming everyone's just like me.
I would hope so.
And us. Maybe the mark of someone who's good at their job is to focus in and like, because it's not fun to stay focused. It's fun to follow the fucking trail.
Yeah, it's
Like-
fun to just be a
Yeah.
fucking leaf blowing in the wind.
That's fun.
what's dope.
That's why I want to talk.
Yeah.
But maybe we need to be like hyper focused. Like, we are going to talk about corn for the next 20 minutes and never deviate.
Wait, I think the way that the show should start is just like, okay, let's just get it out of our systems.
Okay,
and
let's get it
ramble.
out. Okay.
Yeah. So
You guys can fast forward for this. And also, when you fast forward, this is where we can, this is a safe space to say, you're like, I have to go to the movies at 9. We have to start earlier than 2. I was like, what the fuck do you think we're going to do? You think we're going to pod for 7 hours? Like,
I don't know, bro. I don't.
he's so worried about getting the Deadpool on time. I'm like, you have assigned seating?
I hate to admit I'm so bad with like time management and stuff. So I'm like, bro, I need to have like breathing room in between, so I'm not feeling like.
No, that means you're good at it. I'm the one that's bad at it. I don't understand time. I'm at this advanced age. I have no idea how time works to this fucking day.
Dude, I'll do something and I'll hone in, and then I'm like, so much time will pass, or like I'll have a conversation on the phone. And I'm like, fuck, how was that 45 minutes?
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to leave in like 15.
I tend to believe that I can do more than is possible in a day. And there's just a point at which you just can't do anymore. And the thing is, I do pack in a lot, and somehow it does get done. But I think that there are things in my life that may suffer as a result.
100%.
Right? Like, if you're working as hard as I am, then your social life might suffer a bit, or your relationships. And then if you're going too hard in your social life, your work will suffer. You know, or if you're doing either one, and you spend all your time jerking off, nobody suffers. Everybody wins.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Yeah.
Except
So
the drain.
yeah, except
Drain.
the drain. Yeah.
Just gargling cum.
That's you're a shower baiter is what you're saying to me.
Shower baiter? No, I just like to shoot one in the top part of the toilet.
You're an upper decker.
I'm an upper decker.
You're an upper decker
Upper
flexor.
decker nutter.
You're an upper decker nutter. You're an upper decker nutter.
Just goofing the upper deck.
And what I like about you is that you start in the bedroom and you time your point of climax. So you run to, it's a time dance where you run to the bathroom and flip the lid and goof into the top tank. And then when Sid flushes the toilet, she's like, why is the water creamy?
Yeah, what's going on? Why is there like splooge in here?
When you were a kid,
Little
did you ever jerk off in the bathroom, and then when you finished, you were like, "What if one of my sperms was on the toilet seat, and then my mom sits on the seat and gets pregnant?" Did you ever have that thought?
I've had weird thoughts like that, you know. I
would never have that thought. I'm asking if you did, and you had yourself as a disgusting weirdo,
No, I totally have. Like,
right?
what
before
if?
you know how cum works as a kid.
Yeah, like you think cum is just like this everlasting, potent thing that's just going to get any and everyone pregnant that comes into proximity.
Well, they lie to us. They tell you that, and I will go bar for bar if anyone wants to go head up on this myth. When you're in high school, they're like, listen, one drop of pre-cum will get anybody pregnant. It's not true.
No, it's not true.
Anyone that knocks up their girlfriend is shooting the fucking club up like voraciously.
No, straight up. And
Just
they're not
blasting.
peeing before. So
Right.
like you can have one session, you got to pee in between sessions because that clears out the urethra.
Yeah.
So there's no leftover semen getting semen into your pre-cum. Pre-cum doesn't get girls pregnant. It's the leftover semen in your urethra that bleeds into the pre-cum, getting your girl pregnant. So pee in between sessions. Wash your dick off. You're going to look at me crazy. No, I have to sound the science. Am I a father? No, because
Do I have any
know how.
children? No, because I don't shoot up the.
Yeah, because we know how to pull out.
Right. It's a fucking science. It's scientific. It works.
And it's
The
so
method-
simple. And make sure your girl pees after sex too, so she doesn't get a.
Everyone should pee. Everyone
a
should pee.
UTI.
Yeah. No, you don't want that.
Yeah, that sucks.
Great. We really see that we got into the weeds. It's crazy. Maybe we don't poke God in the eye, you know? Like maybe we let this be what it is. No, we should stick to our. We should really try to stick to. Let's stick to our
Okay,
format.
I think we got it
Are
out
we
of our
done? Did we
system.
get it out? Is there anything
I
else
think-
we have to get out?
There's one thing I kind of want to.
Pee pee poo poo, cum, titties, boobs, butts, dicks, balls, fucking sucking, licking, touching, blah 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 blah. Cosmos.
breast milk. Okay.
Oh man, mandatory Mando whole body deodorant will be your best friend in this stinking hot sweltering hot summer. Mando is clinically proven to control odor 72 hours. Safe for the whole body, pits, package, feet, grundle, everywhere in between. Stop the odor before it starts. Stop your mama before she farts. Go to pick apart, get a car part. Shave your Mando, don't shave your Mando. Wear the Mando, put the Mando, commando Mando. Go commando, wear the Mando. Put it on your balls, put it on your face. Put it on your nuts, put it into space. Put it on your feet, put it on your toes. Put it on your chest, put it on your bros. Mando goes everywhere you go. Mando goes everywhere you go. Mando goes everywhere you go. It's Mando. Mandalorian, Mandapori. Okay, very good.
That's fire.
Shout outs to
Buy that stuff. It's great.
Mando is great. Mando, listen, guys, I just got to tell you one more time. Mando goes everywhere that you have skin. It's completely safe. You can put it on your fucking joint, on your piece, on your sack, on your chode, on your thighs, on your kneecaps, behind your knee, on your calves, on the top of your toes, the bottom of your feet. Rub it on your face, put it on your tongue. We've done it. We've tried it. It was fantastic. It
great.
Smells amazing. The smell's been bona fide and tested by true fucking odorific, seriously good smelling gentlemen. And Mando's built for the people. It's clinically proven to control odor for 72 hours. That's 3 days. It's safe for the whole body, pits, package, feet, and everywhere in between. Stops odor before it starts. Available in 4 cologne quality scents. That's Bourbon Leather, Mount Fuji, Pro Sport, and Clover Woods. I'm a fan of Mount Fuji. That's my scent. It smells great. And people are like,
I like this too a lot.
you like that scent?
Yeah, I like that scent.
And they're like, what smells so good? I'm like, that's me. That's Mando.
Mando.
Mando's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Luckily, I have a discount code to help you get hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market. New customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack. Use code PTA at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. Get that code. Get that PTA code. You take it,
Get that.
you hold it in your hand, you open the website, you take it, you jam it into the fucking website.
Obtain
the
that.
website absorbs it,
Apply it.
it applies it, and it hits you back with a code. And that code provides you with how much off?
Give and take. Take and receive.
Give or take 40% off your starter pack. Basically, you take
Good
these
discount.
letters. It's a solid discount. You
Solid.
take these letters, you stick them into the internet. It goes into the website. You jam it repeatedly in and out of the website. You jam it, and then you stick it and you leave it in there. And then
Code intercourse.
you could say that. You could say that. And then
Oh,
what
these
it
are
does is it takes 40% off the top, which to me is almost like it's free. I mean, 40% these days
40%
in this
is like-
economy,
That's unheard of.
it's unheard of.
They out here just hooking y'all up. So
They just really want you to. The thing is this: they want you to experience it because they know that once you try it, they're never going to lose you as a customer. It's that good of a
100%.
product. Mando, baby.
get hooked up, get fresh, get clean, and
Smell-
be just like us.
smell
Smell
great.
fantastic.
If you could smell us,
we smell great.
we smell great. We're Mandoed up. Summer's here.
That's
the birds
facts.
are chirping. The bees are frolicking. The plants are dying. The sun is scorching everything in its path here in sunny Southern California, a desert climate, acclimated with aqueducts, sewer systems, sprinklers to build grass in places that shouldn't be, like the grass that grows on your body, aka pubic hair and
Pubes.
chest hair.
Yes.
Even hair on the top of your fucking toes that should not be there.
You know what's funny? I shaved some of that off a little while back ago and has yet to grow back.
Well, good on you, because what? What did you shave off and never came
The
back?
toe hair.
Oh, it never came back?
Yeah, it never came back. And now I'm kind of like, I wish it would come back.
I have hair that grows on top of my nose, and I usually don't see it. Are you looking at it? Are you seeing it?
No,
I
I'm not
I
seeing
usually
it, but I'm
don't
just like,
see
that's
it
crazy.
until someone tells me,
Mm-hmm.
and no one's going to tell you until they're comfortable enough with you. So, like, if you're dating, and then once you get a little more comfortable, they're like, hey, you have like 80 hairs on the top of your nose. And I'm like, fuck, why don't you tell me sooner?
Yeah, Jesus
I'm
Christ,
happy
you're just
to
gonna
pull-
let me lack like
yeah,
that?
you're just gonna
Like,
and you're looking at my nose, and like there's hair come out of it. And like typically what I'll do is like I'll pluck it, and that's really painful. It makes your eyes water. So Listen, sometimes you want to eliminate hair from your body, much like a surgical strike.
Much like
an Apache helicopter flying over a small
much like
village.
a plan B.
Much like a plan B for your nose hair or for your pubic hair. Listen, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this wholeheartedly. This shit right here, I was driving. I literally used the products that I advertise, which is really nice. This thing, the Handyman, like I remember this kind of beard trimmer. The electric beard trimmer was around since the fucking 80s. And I used to think it was bullshit, right? I'm like, there's no way this thing can get as close as a close shave. I was in traffic yesterday driving to my house because I had a date. And I fucking had this thing out in the car, shaving my face while I was driving. And I was like, I'm gonna get this layer of hair off my face,
Layer of shadow,
and I'm a layer of shadow, the gray shadow they call me, and I was like, I'm gonna do some time stacking, which I'm a fan of doing 3 things at once. So I'm in the car driving, and I'm shaving, and listening to music, and I pull up next to someone, I look over, and this woman's looking at me like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Are you a tech billionaire who has no time for anything? So you have to shave your face? No, I'm just an idiot who doesn't know how to properly align himself with how time works and the cosmos and the Milky Way and the meteor showers and the fact that I got stuck on the grapevine for hours last night in the middle of the night because I wanted to go see a clear view of the stars. I don't regret anything.
I wouldn't either.
I don't regret ever shaving anything that I've shaved. Now,
no regrets.
This product, these trimmers, I use this more on my face than anywhere else. It's a fucking precision instrument. It's got some weird ceramic things. You can't cut yourself.
No, that's goated.
Goated. So you can shave balls, but you can also shave your tender little face. I can edge up my mustache. And the other day I held myself hostage with the clippers to my stash before I flew to Paris, and I was like, I'm going to take it off. I think everyone needs to see my top lip. But I didn't pull the trigger. I called a friend. And I called Lola, and I said, Lola, what do you think? She goes, you don't do that before a trip, you fucking idiot. You wait till you get home. I go, you're fucking correct. Because then I would have went out there without my caterpillar on my lip, and it would have felt weird. And everyone's looking at my top lip. It's not tan. It's got a weird, I have that weird face. Are you imagining me?
Yeah, I actually cannot imagine what you look like without it.
I even was thinking about it for so long that I started trying to Photoshop my mustache off. And then I look for apps. I'm like, is there a mustache removal app? And there is, I'm sure. Anyways. You don't need an app.
Jesus.
You can get the Handyman Beard Hedger. It's a product that I use. It's a product that I believe in. It's a product that I endorse. Somehow, Manscaped has, I think, here's my theory on Manscaped. I think a couple guys got together and was like, let's make a ball trimmer. Yeah, that'd be funny. And they got together, but then they fucking started tweaking out on the tech. And they actually went in, instead of taking a beard trimmer and putting a logo on it, they went in and reinvented the way that these things work. They made a beard hedger, they made a beard trimmer, not the lineup deal. They made the beard trimmer, the shaver. They made an electric shaver that fucking works, which had never worked before. Those things, I had those things when I was younger. I was first starting to shave. I was like, oh, I'm going to do an electric. Fuck, it now works. They made this thing. They designed to shave your balls, but they accidentally made a superior clipper. They accidentally made a superior instrument for shaping up your mustache or whatever else you want to shape up. This guy, you can tell, he has a fucking template. He has a thing that he puts on his face and he shaves around it because it's perfect. But what I would say is, if you're ever going to have a man endorse your product, look at the lines. Look at the shadow. He's got a perfect 645 shadow on his face.
I got it down to a science.
He's got it down to a science. I know what this man is up to. He's talking 90 minutes in front of the mirror, perfecting that thing. Sydney's like, can we go? We're going to miss fucking Deadpool. And he's like, listen, I cannot go see a Marvel movie with a hair out of whack.
Yeah, facts.
So I'm here to say that if you're going to shave anything on your body, upstairs, downstairs, in the middle, any of the sections, get Manscaped. Even if you're a woman, I would dare say, and they haven't made Womanscaped yet, but I'm just gonna throw this out here, ladies. If you're a woman and you listen to the show and you're in the minority, there's about our audience, the female part of our audience makes up approximately 3.6% of the whole fucking thing. I'm guessing, but you ladies,
girls watching.
There's no girls watching. That's a crazy exaggeration.
Yeah,
there's negative 40% women watching this show. But of all you women who have a man, buy your man a gift. Buy him the Manscaped kit. Get the Handyman, get the nose trimmer, get the beard trimmer, get the hedge clipper, get all this shit. But take it from him and do your thing. You should be softer than we are. I'm too soft right now because of Manscaped.
I feel like this just would be the perfect product to even just shave some pussy.
Say goodbye to patchy beards and hello to a clean, well-groomed appearance. Get 20% off plus free shipping at Manscaped with promo code TWOTONE. That's 2, T-O-N-E, at manscaped.com/2tone. Manscaped. Get 20% off plus free shipping at Manscaped with promo code TWOTONE. That's 2, T-O-N-E, at manscaped.com/2tone. Guys, get it together. Groom it up. Wax it down. Shave it. Line it. Cut it.
Get it clean.
Get it popping.
Get it fresh.
Shave George Washington's portrait into your pubes, just as a sign of the solidarity and your patriotism, and just a surprise for your special person, for your partner,
100%.
and also maybe surprise your parents. Come down to the family reunion in Maryland. Come down to the pool, bottomless, with just a bush that is literally a portrait of Roy Orbison.
Shaka,
Or
right
Shaka,
next to my
the
cock.
Moana. It's actually apropos. The Pacific Islander in you wants a heavy shaka over your dong, over your piece. Kind of
Just
sick.
a quick what's good before we get cooking.
I would be sick if you had that, like perfectly done, like a good shaka, and someone pulled your pants down, and you were very unironic, like you were very serious,
Yeah, like
and they're like giggling, you're like, "What's so funny, shorty?"
like no, it's just fire.
Yeah,
You fucking with that?
Yeah, you fuck with that.
You fucking with that for real?
Hakuna Matata, bitch. Okay, so thank
Smell
you.
that pineapple down there for real. So we have a bunch of these like little cards right
Okay.
here about trending topics.
Okay.
And these are current events.
Current events.
So let's make our commentary.
Okay,
And let's rock and roll.
let's rock and roll, baby. Okay, first off, and don't forget, Jason, you know what I want when these get. We can take turns chucking these.
100%.
Because in post, there's a sound effect of breaking glass.
Just make sure to emote. Say like, boom, fuck you. When you do it, that'll justify it for audio.
What?
It'll sound good, trust
Do
me.
I say fuck you before or fuck you on impact when
Jason,
thing?
can we just
As you
toss it?
throw it,
Can I
as
just
you
go like
throw it.
this, and you can put the broken glass?
Yeah. Just go like, oh, or something. Trust me, it'll work.
Okay.
You gotta.
Okay.
You have to
I'll make it fun.
you have to justify the sound for the.
You don't have to do
This
that.
guy's
Do
fucking
whatever-
weird,
Do whatever
dude.
you want, bro.
No, that's true.
You
Hey,
don't have to
listen,
go. Hey, oh, skazoots.
I want this to be a playground. I want this to be a playground for you guys.
Okay.
So first off, here we go. Wall Street Journal: stay-at-home girlfriends are having a moment. Social media offers Gen Z a take on life outside the workforce with minimal housework and maximal self-care. It's really not what it seems. What?
That's current? Let me see this.
Yeah, this is like that's.
Okay, social media offers Gen Z takes on life
I could see if
outside
it
the
said
workforce
stay-at-home
with minimal housework.
boyfriends are having a moment. That would be kind of a. That would be more of a.
It's really not what it seems. Good for y'all.
What is a stay-at-home girlfriend?
Yeah, stay-at-home
Stay-at-home
girlfriend.
girlfriend is a girlfriend who doesn't work but trades like domestic favors for a place.
Oh, so
to
it's like
live.
trad wife shit.
Yeah.
Trad wife, but you're not married.
Do you okay,
Uh-huh.
okay, I've had that proposed to me. I've had a girl be like, "Look, I want to be your trad wife as a girlfriend."
Really?
Yeah. Like I want to be fucking trad wife girlfriend. And I'm like, "No. Like what work. Go do some shit. I don't want you
Yeah,
sitting at
go
home
be
all day
busy.
like
Yeah.
go handle your business." Like I can see maybe if we had a kid and like, okay, fine.
And the kid needs like, obviously attention.
yeah, the kid's special needs obviously.
There's a part of me.
What?
There's a part of me that like I kind of would like to be able to be in a position where I could have a stay-at-home girlfriend. Like it would be lovely to just be like, yo, like stay home. You don't got to do shit because I got you.
Right.
That's nice on my end, but
But again, like,
I think it's also nice to have hobbies, stay busy,
They need
get your own bread. Surprise me here and there.
Yeah, take me a
You know?
yeah, take me out once in a while. Like,
Yeah,
hit me off with some flowers. I don't know, shit.
Stay-at-home girlfriends are having a moment. Ew.
That doesn't seem like a
moment.
relevant. That's in the Wall Street Journal. Doesn't a more appropriate title seem like if they said stay-at-home boyfriends are having a moment? Because that's a little more. This doesn't like blow my mind that like some people want to stay home. Am I tripping?
No,
Did I
that's
say
fair.
anything-
But
No, I don't think
they're
it is.
pushing it as like a news cycle, And I have seen
Yeah.
one person on my feed who just recently got into a relationship and is like publicly promoting this lifestyle.
It's a
So it's
throw.
a real thing.
Everything is
It's
going like
interesting.
we're going full. Everything's going full circle. So
I mean-
we're going back to the 50s.
Good for you if your man has enough bread for you can just stay at home all day and do your thing and be self-care and be pretty by the time he comes home, whatever.
But I like
But-
the version of this where it's like a 3-bedroom shitty apartment in North Hollywood with crappy carpet,
Uh-huh.
and the stay-at-home girlfriend is like literally like cleaning up like fucking Dorito dust and playing
Dorito
Call of
dust.
Duty. And it's just disgusting. There's like bong water. She's like, yeah, I'm a stay-at-home trad girlfriend. And you're like, this is gross. Boyfriend works at fucking Staples.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that's not the dream. The dream, though,
That's not the dream.
The woman I follow is like living on a boat with a guy.
I've seen that.
It's
Yeah.
like the luxury. There's like
Yeah,
a
see, that's
luxury
cool.
tint to all
I mean,
this.
I don't listen. I
I just think this is a weird topic. Like, why is it even news?
Why is that a topic?
Yeah, like why
Who
is
gives
this
a
news?
fuck?
No, I don't give a fuck about this.
Let's talk about. Did you guys see Trump at
bitch.
Crazy? Did you see Trump's? Trump did a little thing at the. It was like the Black Journalists Association or something like that, and this woman straight grilled him. It was like, so why did you say like he basically broke out like she was like, yo, you said that you referred to black people as animals. You said that Obama is not born in the U.S. You said that she just basically laid out all this crazy shit that Trump said, and it was crazy because there was no response, and Trump goes, "What kind of a reporter are you? You don't say hello." Like
What a dickhead.
he just
Like,
completely like
just
and I
like
was like,
deflecting in any way he possibly
it's so
can.
crazy.
It's honestly like it's almost respectable. Like but at the same time, being in someone in the position that he's in, you just can't do shit like that. But it's always mind blowing. He always seems to just like take me back. Where like, no way you evaded all this serious shit with saying, "How dare you not say hello?"
You don't even say hello, how are you? Are you with ABC? Because I think they're a fake news network, a terrible network. I have been the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln.
It's so crazy, the deflection.
It's
and like
crazy.
he's so fucking, he sells it so good, and it makes me so angry because it's as if I said to you like, "Hey man, why did you steal my car last night?" And you turn around and be like, "I don't know," like, or you turn around and just accuse me of something completely different, like of I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, like why
Let's try it.
do you
Let's
never
try-
hit me up anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
just
I'm
like,
like, you
dude.
crashed my car,
Yeah,
and you
like-
go, "You owe me $40." Like,
Yeah, it's
doesn't
like
make
it just
any
completely
sense.
deflects.
Yeah.
That's a very narcissistic tendency.
Yeah, he is maybe the
Biggest narcissist,
the king of
all time.
narcissism.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, well, that was cool. I mean, you should find that clip. It's pretty awesome. Like he really,
I'll put it in there.
it's really like it's so blatant and it's so crazy. And then he starts going like, Kamala, she was Indian, and then she decides to be
Kamala.
black. Like he goes, and then she goes, "I'm black," and it's like, it's so crazy the way he talks. He's talking to a fucking an auditorium full of black people. He doesn't give a fuck.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't care. And
I
he
think
just-
a lot of people just like with someone like him, he can just say the buzzwords.
Yeah.
And his people are just going to be like, he said the thing that we want to hear. And
Yeah.
then like there's just so much hype behind it. It's crazy,
and he's
It's-
winning. He's winning black votes too, which is even crazier.
Yeah, it's nuts.
They're like, he's being real, and you're like, he's being a real piece of shit. Quavo speaks out against what? I don't understand this.
I actually saw that on World Star earlier. Speaks out against gun violence at Kamala Harris campaign rally. I mean, granted, his
and then
his brother was killed due to, or his cousin was killed due to gun violence. Takeoff is one of the Migos.
isn't it crazy? Sometimes I was talking to somebody the other day. I was like, wait, you just forget that one of the dudes in Migos got shot like a few years ago, like just randomly.
No,
playing
it's
dice.
horrible. It's like it's such a
What?
sad video too. Like you just see them
you've seen
just
the
like,
video?
oh yeah, I've seen the video and it's fucking horrible. So I'd imagine like he probably has something to say in regards to that because he lost like a best friend, a brother, like a bandmate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I'd imagine he has something to say. I don't know what he said though.
The point of this cue card is that Quavo's rocking with Kamala. I'm sounding like fucking Trump. Quavo's rocking with Kamala, and Chief Keef is with Trump.
So funny. I just think like mixing in celebrities with political opinions is just another form of like distraction. Like I think it's just so like lame. Like celebrities, I don't think should have ever a political opinion. Like you are there for entertainment and you are there for music. I don't think that like you standing in because like they have influence too, and someone could potentially just vote because they're like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm rocking with Kamala Harris because Quavo does, or someone who loves Chief Keef. I'm a big Chief Keef fan. He's fucking with Trump, so fuck it, we can do that too.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? I just think it's like cheap, like I feel like everyone, as much as everyone wants to have an opinion, no one actually goes with the time to do their own research. And like
Right.
even right now, I can't really give you a just my true opinion on any of this stuff because I haven't sat down and taken the time to,
investigate?
invest in
Are you
and
going
look.
to? Are you going?
I mean, I'm definitely going to
Are
vote.
you going to do a deep dive? Are you going to do a deep dive?
I
on
usually
Kamala?
do. Anytime like the political, season comes, I like dedicate a couple of days to like doing my research and reading a lot, but I just haven't had the time to do so.
Yeah, I mean, I think that there's people being involved with politics that have never, like when
Lil Pump is on Trump's side.
Lil Pump, since
When the fuck have you ever listened to Lil Pump, anyone?
about anything?
And why is it news on World Star that like Lil Pump, out of all people, is going to be like, yo, I'm voting for Trump? Like, dude, you guys wouldn't take Lil Pump serious when he said quite literally anything else. You're talking to the guy who just goes, escada. Like that's like his.
Well,
his
that's the thing.
fucking
Is like I don't
tag.
even think that I think that basically half of the people that are aligning with someone like Trump, they're doing it just to be viral, right? Because like if they align with Kamala, it's like okay, but then they align with Trump and people are going to talk, and it's just like the same way that dude came out. Some dude from somewhere in the Midwest came out as bisexual, a rapper, and then another dude showed their DM exchange where he copped to it being fake. So like you'll do anything for clout.
100%. I mean, I have a friend, his name is Bryce Hall, and he just like openly talked about voting for Trump, and now like everyone's on his ass, and it's like so much news. Influencer Bryce Hall is voting for Trump. And I just like, it's just fucking mind blowing to me that like that's something that the people feel is worth sharing. I just feel like there's always so much more going on in the world that is far more valuable when it comes to at least being a source of news than someone's just political opinion. Can
I sidebar with you real quick? Have these cue cards taken the fun out of? You seem very somber, and I just don't feel like your usual jovial self. You're getting very serious.
No, really? Okay, I'm just. I feel like I'm cooking right now.
Okay, you're cooking. Sorry.
Yeah, I feel like
I'll
I'm cooking.
shut up. Hold on.
No.
Okay. Mark Zuckerberg is in talks to become part owner of Supreme. Who cares?
I don't think he should be involved in anything. That guy creeps me out.
Okay, look at this. This is just apropos of nothing. Are these double-sided? Oh. This is just a guy surfing.
Is that like? Well, I asked Jason earlier.
Popular picture from the Olympics.
That's fucking sick.
That's from the
Looks like
Olympics?
it's
What a
levitating,
flex!
Damn, that's
It
so
looks like
hard.
he's
How did-
floating. How did he get there, bro?
We're just listen. We're at a point in time in history where like people float on TV and we don't even blink. We're like, yeah, this happened.
Yeah, that's
this
why.
dude's literally walking on air.
No, that
And we're
guy is
shit going,
airbending.
yeah, there's so much shit going on. We're like, yeah, of course that happened.
That's
That's cool.
swaggy.
I fuck with that, whatever that is. That's
It's crazy
great.
that like like one thing about the Olympics is crazy that there's like so many things like skateboarding is part of the Olympics, fucking surfing is part of the Olympics. I just don't associate that with like Olympians.
They just added gaming too.
Gaming
That's
in the Olympics.
crazy.
Okay, fuck off. No, you have to be
We're in the
an
future.
S tier athlete, dude. Don't put gaming in the Olympics.
Let me ask you a question though. As a Pacific Islander, do you regret the fact that you never surfed?
Fuck off. No, I actually do.
As a man of
I'm
Tongan-
pretty good.
You're a surfer?
Yeah.
No,
I'm pretty fucking solid.
you're lying.
No, I'm pretty fucking solid. I ain't gonna
What?
lie. Yeah.
Because that's your Tongan side.
Yeah, no, I'm not even Pacific Islander. I'm just black and white.
Same shit. It's all the same, bro.
Yeah, it's all the same
Um,
shit. As the guy who looks like fucking a Moana character, do you regret
That's
us?
I'm literally sitting here with Pixar's Moana in the flesh. The dude has digital freckles. It's crazy. Don't look at him for too long. You might see the glitch in the fucking Matrix. He's not a human being. He's a cartoon.
Fuck.
A
No,
cartoon
it's so
character
funny.
with the armband. It's dude. I
I know, I
can't
know.
wait. I cannot wait because you're gonna end up. You will end up in. I'm just gonna call this. You're gonna end up in like a major motion picture one day of some sort.
I would fucking kill.
You're gonna crush. But you're gonna do
I actually
it.
booked my first movie. I don't know. Wait, I think we talked about that last time, right?
Yeah,
Fuck.
is it indie? Oh, you're
No.
like. By the way, I'm in a Disney film.
Yeah. No. It's a comedy / horror film, and I'm playing. It's like it's honestly a plot that's been done over a bunch of times, but it's where they get a bunch of social media influencers, put them into a haunted house, and then shit unfolds. But I'm playing a tech influencer, so yeah, very interesting.
That'll be fun. That's your okay.
No, I'm so there for it. Like I totally know how to embody that character. I've read the script like 30 times already.
You're all over it.
I'm
You're a
so there.
performer. You're
Yeah.
fucking and you're
Love it.
professional and you show up early and you're on time. You're gonna do your homework. Unlike myself. Okay, this is something I can get into. It's hypersexualized and blasphemous. Drag queens and woke elements spark outrage at Paris Olympics. Here's the thing.
I'm holding my tongue.
I'm not gonna hold my tongue.
I won't hold my tongue
Some
either.
guy had his balls out in this thing.
Shut the fuck up. No way.
Yes, I saw it.
Nutsack out.
Balls out. Like in this whole thing where they redid,
How
they
bold, bro.
They depicted the Last Supper. They're scanning through. There's balls hanging out. I'm like, listen.
No, as much as I want to hate on that, it'd be kind of fire to just be able to just wholeheartedly pull your nutsack on live TV. But that's aside the point. Go ahead.
I just think that I think honestly, they're just stop. They're trying too hard. Just like, I get it.
Trying way too hard.
Inclusion, Hakuna Matata, the great net of humanity. We're all together. But like, just like relax. Just fuck Paris. Just chill out.
I
get it.
It's. I mean, I'm not a Christian man, but I find that it's interesting that a community such as the LGBTQ community is so quick to claim that you can't make jokes about us, you can't think this or have any opposing opinion, but then we'll go and wholeheartedly mock Christianity and say that that's okay.
Full bore.
It's like if you're gonna be able to do something like this, at least be able to take a step back and be like, yo, like I understand. If you're gonna dish it out, be able to take it. That's just my take, because that's pretty absurd. And if I were like a Christian man, I'd be fucking pissed off.
Imagine you're a devout actual Christian, like not like a bullshit Christian from
no, like a devout Christian,
like a real one who actually like helps people, like feeds beggars,
yes,
like loaves of bread, fish, all that, washes feet, all
and
that.
And then
shit.
to see that on like one of the most watched things of all time,
right?
Like,
you're a pious
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, and you see the Last Supper, and you're like, why is Paul have his balls out on this person's shoulder?
That's
like,
nuts.
That doesn't make any sense. So like, I understand. Like, also like, it's just trying too hard. Like, just chill.
I'm a big fan of all inclusion.
Yes,
I'm a big fan, but I feel like sometimes people are very quick. Toss that shit out so we can get some sound effects. Fuck.
Good toss, right?
Yeah,
Almost
nice.
took out Jason's
That was
eye.
crazy. Some ninja shit. I feel like, so one thing that I just want to say, and I've talked about this many times over, but I think one of the most inclusive things of all time is comedy. One of my favorite things about comedy, it is so inclusive. Everyone can get a piece of the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if you're big, small, fat, gay, purple, blue, in a wheelchair, have a third leg. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. The reason I love,
if you have a
like,
giant
comedy,
horse cock.
yeah, if you have a giant horse cock, you're gonna get roasted too, bro.
We're gonna roast the shit out of you.
Yeah, so like, it doesn't matter. What's so fun about that and comedy in general is you're able to take the seriousness away from life and all have a laugh together. I think it's the most inclusive thing ever. So for any community, whether it be black, white, blue, green, gay, straight, it's like everyone can get a piece of pie, and this is where we all can come together, take the seriousness away, and that's why I'm a big fan of it. So for anyone to say you can't make jokes about that or you can't blah 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 is just quite literally saying you can't include us right now. So that's kind of
Yeah, you're treating people as if they're like
no one's special.
You're treating them with kid gloves.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're off limits. Like, listen,
no one is special enough.
Here's my take on comedy. Okay. And I'll die on this hill. There's not a lot of hills I'll die on. This hill I'll die on. If it's funny, I don't give a fuck.
100%. And that's tasteful.
Yes.
Obviously you can make jokes that are tasteful and jokes that are simply distasteful. But to say anyone is off limits, I think is unfair.
If it's very mean but really, really funny, I'm in. If it's just mean and shitty, I'm not.
Yeah,
but if it's
same.
funny and if I laugh, I don't give a fuck who you insulted. Me, anybody. Who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm.
And like
I'm down to get roasted to oblivion.
Bro, and some of the best comics have said the most, like, sometimes at the right time, saying the most heinous shit in the world about someone, that a sensitive thing is the best thing you could ever say.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
Like, it's the best.
And I'm also like a slight believer in bullying. Like, I think like it's kind of necessary for like character development. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So like,
bro, come on. Like you're preaching to the choir. Like, that was the worst. The worst thing that ever happened was when they made bullying illegal. No, I'm not saying that, like, you should be like,
you shouldn't be like a vicious bully, like beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, you
don't
need to get raped with mop handles in the janitor's closet, or like beaten so bad you die in like the second grade.
Yeah, exactly. Or just getting the shit beat out of you for just like, not having swag or whatever. But some people just need to be called the fuck out.
Some people need to be called out. Some people need to be roasted. Some people need a wedgie. And like, it does build character, and you either rise against it or you become, a fucking creepy incel, and you fall into yourself and live in the digital world. And we need more digital people anyways. Everyone can't be in the real world. You know what I mean?
100%.
You hear me? Okay. So
sorry, I'm also posting a picture of you and I right now to tell people. I just had the idea. My ADD just had the random idea.
Discord?
I did into my Discord, but I also thought, why not post it on my Instagram story? So I'm finding a picture of you and I.
Wait, I thought I tossed this. I didn't toss this. I'm glad I didn't toss this, because on the back side of the Zuckerberg card is frilly hyper feminine and cute with bows everywhere. Coquette style is increasingly popular as an aesthetic. Is it problematic trend or fun and empowering? So this is like the Lolita look.
Oh God,
a very Japanese look.
Yeah, very Japanese.
Which has actually filtered its way into Silver Lake. and you will see like girls who are doing the cyber goth Lolita thing, which is a big thing in Japan out here. But I will say this: nobody does it like Japan.
Nobody does it like Japan.
You get on a
truly.
fucking bus and you'll see a girl. I mean, we've talked about this. You'll see a girl in like the craziest goth Lolita with a ribbon and like neat as a fucking pin down to the nine, like dressed like she is going to a convention and she's going to just buy fucking cat litter. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. Like doing the most basic mundane thing, quick grocery shop run, looks like a full-on anime princess.
Yes. Like,
you know? And it's not even like someone that does anything that's like even an entertainment industry. Like I remember talking to one girl who was a full-on princess and I was like, so what do you do? Like, you know, because you look just so crazy and you just like are such a statement piece of a person.
Yeah.
And she's like, I work at a coffee shop. I'm like, what?
Yeah, you work at a coffee shop and
you're stepping out like that, bro.
$30,000 on your outfit, and you're at a coffee shop. Like they got Japan has their priorities straight. I mean, they're really living for life over there. You know what I mean? I think that their whole society is like there's so many rules, and there's so much structure, and then the way that they express themselves and rebel is still within the lines of like what's allowed, but they go hard.
They go dumb hard,
right? They'll like, you know, there can be 300 people crossing the street in Shibuya Crossing, and you can like, you don't have to raise your voice. It's that quiet, right? They're that respectful, but by the same token, there's like, you know, a 70-year-old man walking around in a diaper and fairy wings, and no one even looks twice. You know what I mean? Like, it's
no facts,
crazy.
No, it's crazy. Like just the crazy fits that you see, and then like no one even bats an eye. No. Whereas to like, I remember walking around and being like, "Holy fuck, holy shit, look at that person, look at that person," and everyone's just so in their own world, and it's so normal. It's just crazy to me.
It would be nice to really immerse in Japan. To really like, you know, because you're there for a few weeks, if that, and you're seeing as much as you can. But like, imagine just chilling out for like 6 weeks and like just getting into some like normal monotony where you're like going to the store, you know, and you're walking around. You can actually relax and like really explore that shit, not just do the Yoyogi parks and the ferret fucking touching and you know, the capybara cafe, but like really get into like, you know,
the ferret touching. I remember you told me about that, and I like literally found that same street, and I looked, and we thought about doing it, but they were like, blah blah blah, pay us for like, you know, 15 minutes for, you know, X amount, and I was like, I don't need 15 minutes, bro. I need like 2.
These poor ferret whores, like they're just fucked. These poor fuckers. Like we went, Kat and I got sucked into a couple, and we were like, oh my god, that guy has a falcon, or like, oh my god, he's covered in squirrels, and we go up to the front door and we look inside, and it's just like, oh no. It's just like kids and like animals, and they're all sitting there, and it looks so sad because like they're crammed in a little room. You're like, oh shit, they took these fuckers out their habitat and they have them living in a fucking apartment, like 30 of them, you know, and they stick them back in their cages at night. I'm sure, you know what I mean?
Weird.
And when they bite people, they get
swimming
tased.
in water, like fucking odd. They shouldn't be in Japan.
I don't think the Japanese have the same kind of like. I don't think that we care about anything really, but like I think the Japanese don't really have much of a. They don't think twice about killing shit, like about animals, right? They don't really care. Like
most other countries don't.
They don't care about dolphins. They don't give a shit. They'll herd a bunch of dolphins into a cove and slaughter them for fun, you know.
Americans love animals.
We love animals.
Most people around the world don't care. You know,
I actually, you know, this is gonna seem weird and like I don't give a shit, but like I actually really do like animals. Like I look at animals and I'm like, you guys are like, you know, they're just doing their
sweet little companions.
They're just
want to
like,
be loved, eat,
yeah,
chill.
or like I have a bunch of lizards in my house, you know, and like they're just living their lives. They just need to eat a bug and walk. Like they're not part of anything.
Yeah,
and like let them cook, let them be, and we're just destroying everything.
No facts, just too opinionated. My one quick thing is weird about this is like at the end of this it says the freely hyper feminine, cute blah 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 blah. Is this problematic or fun and empowering? Interesting that like the person who uploaded this needed to like propose that question. Is it problematic? No, it's not problematic. Just wear whatever the fuck you want to wear.
But also, let me ask you this: is
it empowering? Sure, maybe. Yeah, if you feel dope rocking that shit, go ahead, look like Princess Peach.
I could see that they're saying this. It's something that is not. It doesn't align with feminism. Maybe to be. A crazy, like, you know, what is it? A coquette fucking.
Oh, like because they might be over sexualized as this little like anime girl. Blah, blah, blah.
It's like the most hyper feminine dolly thing you could ever imagine. But let me ask you an honest question. Okay. Man to man.
What up?
Do you want to fuck them?
No.
I don't
But
either.
yeah, to be honest, I don't. I really don't.
They're like it doesn't make me.
It doesn't. But there are people that look at that and like they just
And they go
associate
crazy,
like, you know,
right?
they see that and they're like real life hentai girl, and that's like what they see. But I just think like, oh, like you're kind of odd.
Yeah. Like this isn't my
But
bag.
but run your shit, queen.
Yeah. Live your life. Cook away.
Yeah, keep cooking.
Yeah,
If that's what makes you happy.
I don't know. I guess for some people this is like
No, that's the
a
thing, because
crazy fetish,
it's
right?
like the ultra submissive,
Right.
innocent, and they see that and want to ruin the innocence.
right.
you
They
know?
want to soil.
Yeah, they
this,
want to
like, perfect-
soil this like
perfect doll.
sweet,
Yeah.
porcelain
Yeah,
thing.
that's not.
You know,
I would like my doll pre-soiled. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't.
yeah, bro, my dolls needed me around the block a couple times.
Exactly. You want a few miles. You know. You don't.
Yeah,
you don't
you
want.
know.
I don't want to come in, and I don't want to. I don't. You figure it out before we meet. I don't want to. Let's get out of the subject. It's getting really bad. Okay. Well. There he is.
I was pretty surprised when he pulled up with this.
This
card
is
right
also
here.
weird because two things. One is I'm here with you, and there's a picture of you making a kissy face, and you in the mall. We're obviously.
That's the same video.
Yeah, I get that because the purple palette is in full effect.
Yeah,
And you have a coral choker, or is it
that is a pearl necklace.
pearl necklace? Okay,
Yeah.
swag. So you got the pearl
All my
necklace.
grandma shit.
I mean, I think that like we don't. That, there's nothing. I'm here with you. I don't need to talk about this. I'm gonna let this go. Unless you want to talk about yourself.
I'll talk about myself a little
Okay,
bit
okay.
shamelessly. This right here is my personal favorite video. It's called "How to Kiss a Stranger."
Oh shit.
This bit, I thought it was funny to go up, and it's only funny with a dude. You can't go up to a girl and do this. You can't go up to anyone. It's only funny to a dude who's very obviously straight, or like is really not gonna rock with this bit. But the bit is where I like start the video off. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna do a new bit, and it's something kind of different. Today we're gonna be a video called "How to Kiss a Stranger," and then you just lean into the person who's filming you. And this guy was like literally the perfect candidate because like one, he thought it was hilarious, and I kept trying to lean in to kiss him, and he kept filming me.
Oh, I think I saw this.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's so funny. And I actually recently did this bit one more time to like I just picked like this random dude. He's like kind of a heavier set dude. He just looked to me as if like he wouldn't rock with it at all, and he ended up like loving it. And I think he actually ended up being gay. Like I've like come to like in post, I realized I'm like, oh wait, this guy's gay, and he let me kiss him, which threw me off guard in
He
the
tricked
moment.
you.
Yeah, he got my bitch ass, bro.
He got you.
Because like I did it, and he was like, and he put his cheek over to the side, and I was like, fuck, he's letting me. So let's just see how this unfolds. So my own bit just backfired.
It's gonna
against
unfold
me.
something in your mouth. Is
So
what's
yeah,
gonna
How to
unfold.
Kiss a Stranger. It's fucking pinned.
And lastly, in our current events, is this piece.
You did this?
I did this piece.
When?
Where did you get the full picture of this?
I stitched them together from your Instagram post, just like the old days.
Oh, you pulled it off of my post and put it together properly. Did you notice when I did the slide? Can I say something? This is I'm gonna boomer out here. I don't like posting. So I just do it because I kind of have to in a way. Like I like it, but I don't like it because it's annoying. And I'm putting this slideshow together, and I'm trying to do the thing where this was in 2 slides. So when you swipe over, you see half, and then it moves
Oh
over.
yeah, I love those.
But I couldn't get it to match up, like the pieces, and like I was trying to match it up, and I was there for like.
I think there's like apps that can do that.
That's
for
what I
you.
figured because I'm there for like 35, 40 minutes trying to do it by eye. I'm like, I know there's a smart way to do this.
Yeah.
And I'm just doing it, and I'm doing it back and forth, and I have to reload the picture every time, and reload the picture
Oh,
every
God,
time, and
torture.
go back because you can't edit it directly. And at the end, it didn't match perfectly, and I just like I'm just gonna let it.
You know what? I like back in the day,
great
I used
story.
to have like a Finsta, like pretty much just like a little shit post Instagram,
Yeah.
and I would sit there and like troubleshoot stuff like that until I get it right. I'm like, okay, now I can go on
and
my
then you go
main
live.
page and do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that
But-
I'm in denial about like the fact that everything is so like I still live in this idea that I shouldn't be too polished.
Uh-huh.
And I shouldn't be too, but everything is like everyone's really dissecting their shit, putting it up, making it perfect. Whereas like I just throw shit up.
Yeah, no.
Like, I
see,
just make a
I'm
slideshow
the
of things
same
that are-
way. I've come to find that like the best results out of anything I do, even when it comes to like cooking, I love to cook. And when I even say like to my girl, I'm like, yo, like be on top of me with time, and like I'll put in like 15 increments of time because my concept of it is trash. But the least amount, like when I put minimal effort, the greatest things come of it. You know, because I don't
Yeah.
think I'm sitting there overthinking anything. You know, or one of my videos, if I just go and riff, something great will happen out of that. So I'm kind of a firm believer in that too. I'm sorry. This is fucking incredible.
This is
The shading of green on the bottom is fucking insane. What is that?
That's Sick Kid. He painted a woman holding. He goes, can I go, hey, will you put a character in the place of my O? Because it's a 2TONES. And I go, will you put a character here? He goes, yeah. What do you want to do? I was like, whatever you want. He goes, okay. What about a lady holding a dog? I go, sure. He goes, what color do you want the dog? I was like, I don't fucking know. He goes, yellow? I go, yeah. And there he is. He just knocked that out.
What a fucking G.
He's a savage. He's a fucking savage. I love that guy.
And just like the shading too, because like I know it's like simple stuff to you, but like even how you put this white line right here and 2 dots and then continue the line to give it that like pop is fucking cool.
The highlight is the very last thing you add.
I would imagine
it's
so.
The cream on top of the cake. You know what I mean?
Yeah. God, it's so impressive. How long did this take you?
It took me a long time. I was there for a long time because like,
Really?
you know, we're hanging out. I got there.
Kicking
I
it.
started from 9 and I got to my poker game around 4. So
Wow.
yeah. So at 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2.
How many cans of paint was that?
A lot of paint. Hot day. I also didn't eat breakfast. And about 5 hours in, I literally had a temper tantrum.
Yeah, you get all hangry.
I haven't paid in 10
There's
years.
something divine about like being really hungry and still having to push through. Like
I had to push through. I didn't because all they were eating was like fucking chicharrones and fucking McDonald's and shit.
Hell no.
And I was like, I'm not doing it.
No,
I won't.
thanks.
I don't eat. I'm not gonna eat that shit. I'm gonna pay for it later. I'm just gonna wait. And I had a little temper tantrum. I haven't paid in 10 years, maybe plus, right?
No way, really?
Yeah. Because my friend was like, help me do some. My buddy.
You've paid in 10 years and you just pop out with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's like riding a bike.
Yeah, it's riding a bike. Like, yeah, I feel that. But fucking.
But yeah, my homeboy Aloy was like, he was helping me with some electric shit in my house, and he's like, you got to do me a favor. I'm like, what? And he goes, you have to come paint. I was like, fuck. All right, I'll paint. And then Ozzy hit me, and he's like, we're gonna paint. I was like, okay. So I was like, they've been bugging me to paint forever because they want to hang out. So I came out to paint and I had a full temper tantrum. Like, I'm never fucking doing it. I started like literally having a meltdown. Really? Fuck. And I was like, dude, fucking relax. He was like, what is? I'm like, my fucking border's all fucked up. He's like, let me fix it. He's like fixing my border, like a baby. I'm like a baby. He's like, shut up. And he's just like fucking, And I'm like, okay, it's fine. Because the thing, every piece I've ever done, and every piece of art I've ever done, and every commercial or film I've ever shot, there's this period where you have the idea, and then you execute the idea, and then in the end of it, when you're like 20% done, every time I go, it's shit. It's completely shit. It's not going to work. And I have a moment of just complete crisis of confidence in the whole project,
Really?
and then I come back and I go, it sucks, and I go, my brain goes, walk away and go home, and I go, you don't do that. You're not going to walk away and go home. I take a minute, and then I go, okay, I'm going to fix it, and then I fix it, and it works every fucking time.
I feel you.
Every piece, everything. Every fucking anything on a big scale that like if I do a painting, whatever the fuck, it's always like that. And like there are times when actually in hindsight it doesn't pan out. I finish it and I look back years later, I'm like, oh, that did suck.
No, it's funny. I used to in 2020 when the whole world kind of shut down and I lost all my entertainment jobs. I had to figure it out because I couldn't even get unemployment from those jobs because someone had fucked off my social security card and somehow finessed. So I had to figure it out.
Okay.
And I started doing personal chef work.
Yeah.
And I remember like in the midst of like having like, 10 plus clients that I'm cooking for. And like, it kind of reminds me of the bear. That's why I relate to the bear so much. Cause like there's just one point where like, it's just absolutely overwhelming.
Yeah.
And like, I like would always have that moment of like, I fucking hate doing this.
Yes,
like
yes.
I hate my life. I hate my life. This is bullshit.
Yes.
I cannot believe that I've like succumbed to this.
Yeah.
I moved out here for entertainment and I'm cooking for these people who are fucking lame entertainers. And then after the end, once it's like served, there's like that moment of like reward. But now, even looking in hindsight after, I'm like, damn, I still hated that shit.
Yeah.
So I can kind of relate
It's
to
interesting that the things that you think of as a child where you're like, my dream would be to do so-and-so, and then you do it, and then a few years in, you're like, God damn it, I have to go do this job. And like you forget that it was a dream.
No, 100%.
But if you've ever had, I've worked as a fucking plumber's assistant. I've done roofing. Like I've done shitty jobs. I worked in retail. I worked at the deli. Like I've had jobs where you're like, oh, this is really hard, and like, these other jobs are hard mentally. But those jobs, like the job I'll do, will be very hard mentally. But those jobs back then were hard for me spiritually because I'm not supposed to be doing
Because
that.
you're not fulfilled.
I'm not fulfilled. I'm just kind of clocking in to get a paycheck.
100%.
I was very happy. I remember I had 3 jobs. Like I worked at Eddie Bauer. I was working as a plumber. I was working fucking at the shoes. I was doing constant different shit and like bringing the money home. And like I was happy to make the money. But then after a while, you're like,
You're just like, dude, like
what else is there?
What about my legacy?
What am I like? What am I going to leave to the world?
Fuck. So I kind of feel that too. Like sometimes when I go filming or even when I like go live, like it's great money, but like it is like I think sometimes a little bit more taxing on the mind than I give it credit for because I'm in there.
Oh,
like,
it's exhausting.
Going for like 4 hours, just trying to like outsmart and make any little moment comedic. And as much as it can be exhausting in hindsight, I'm always left fulfilled because I know people are on the other side laughing and creating moments.
Like, do you feel after you do, like sometimes after the pod or after a long meeting, like if we have an hourly meeting I have meetings every day, all day, right? But there's one meeting every week here in the office and it's an hour long and it's intense and it's the whole company. And afterwards, I'm always like, I hit the wall. It's like too much psychically. And even if I'm
100%.
not fully, I'm listening to everything and I'm interjecting only when I need to, but I'm still taking all this information in and my brain's going, fuck.
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like I'll literally like when I feel overwhelmed, I'll just get to a point where can I at least feel like I did my part when it comes to productivity. And I just like, I play video games. Like that's like my place where I can just check out and then just enjoy being in another world where I can be awesome.
What's your, what video games are you playing?
I just finished an Assassin's Creed video, but game, but I'm like looking forward to the new Dragon Ball Z. I'm kind of in like between where like you're kind of anticipating games coming out. There's a new Assassin's Creed that's taking place in Japan. Matter of fact, it's about a historical figure named Yasuke, who was like the first black samurai in Kyoto.
Yeah,
so they have a game about him, which is pretty
I've been
cool.
hearing about this guy a lot, actually.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. And there's like some game called Black Myth Wukong where you're playing like this monkey god. Sounds so ridiculous.
I've seen that.
Yeah, you seen that? Yeah, it looks fire.
It's very cartoony looking.
It actually looks really realistic.
Oh, I'm thinking something. Maybe I'm thinking of a cartoon. Oh, were you a Red Dead Redemption guy?
Just bought that because it was on sale, and my attention span got the best of me, and I didn't get anything past like in the beginning of the game where you like find one of your homies and you have to like shoot wolves, off your horse. I just feel like sometimes it's hard for me to get past the beginning part of a game where you're like learning the logistics and how to store stuff in your into like the horse,
a whole new language. You can't just plug and play. You have to learn
to like learn how the game works, so like sometimes I just like, I can't do this, I just want to fucking go to war or something, or like
you just want to fight. But that was like one of the first. I'm ignorant of this, but I would watch this shit from the outskirts, and like that game made such a ripple through the like.
Oh no, it's game changer,
right?
Honestly, I'm sleeping on it. Yeah, I'll wholeheartedly admit that. Don't thank anyone that I'm like sitting there like. I'm still going to give it a chance. I just have a bad attention span.
Yeah, like my game friends were playing it, podcasts were talking about it, and like what I got was like it was one of the first actual games where you could literally, like, I know GTA you can do this, but like I think in Red Dead Redemption you could almost literally do like anything. Like you could just be
like the attention to detail is crazy. Like one of my friends was explaining me to that, like in the game he went like to some part of town and like killed some lady's husband, and then like months later in real time went back to that same spot, and that lady was like, don't forget, I remember you, you're the man that killed my husband. And
oh shit.
I think there's like a small element of AI, don't like quote me on this, but I think that's one thing that they're trying to actually integrate into video games, is to where you can actually interact with your environment, and eventually even speak to characters in your environment, and they'll have like opinionated things that they'll remember.
They actually already have modders have added that to games like Skyrim already.
Really? Yeah, I'd imagine Skyrim's totally one of them.
You can have full in-context conversations with like, you can just add, and they have it with VR now, so it's hooked up to your microphone, so you can literally ask the shopkeeper like, how's it going today? Like, did you see the dragon fly by earlier? And they'll be like, yeah, the dragon was crazy.
See, that's
like,
fucking crazy. Like, no, honestly, I love the direction video games are coming. Like, I'm ready for it to be like that Ready Player One vibe. So I can just be a villain.
It's all like that Ready Player One thing. 1000% is not even like that far. I don't think it's that far off.
No, it's literally right around the corner.
It's around the corner, right?
Like, I think one of the reasons GTA has taken so long is because they're trying to figure out how they can properly integrate in AI into it to give it this more realistic
I think
feel that you're immersed in that universe. Like that's one thing that like a lot of games like that recently came out is one of my biggest complaints. Like Hogwarts Legacy is a game that I full on 100%ed. I was very looking much forward to that, but it was a lonely feeling game. It felt very lonely because you couldn't interact with your environment too much. It felt like you were very much the only person in that place that had like any sense of individuality. I'm very crazy about these games. Anyways, this is fucking incredible.
Thank you.
I can't even imagine where the fuck to start. Do you like pencil first?
Yeah,
Sorry.
Jason, will you hand me my phone, please? I'm going to show him my sketch.
Insane.
Typically, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.